Hello and welcome to our Salty Tribe.
I wasn't quite sure that she pressed the button, but now she pressed it. So sorry.
We have like PTSD from last week.
Oh my gosh, last week was horrible.
So many takes.
But
Not
we
this
have
week.
the right iPad with
The right
the
storage.
unlimited storage, so we're
and
good.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
So this is Viewsletter 39. And possibly inspired by the weather today in Huntington Beach.
And all week, by the way.
Sadly all week, which means my kids are going to be nutsos. It's raining today, so we thought we'd give some tips about how to deal with,
Inclement weather.
yes, while you're traveling, or weather that you did not expect or plan
So,
on.
most of the time when we're traveling places, it's to be outside. We want to go, we plan this at a time when the weather's supposedly going to be perfect so that we can romp around outside, explore, and not have to carry umbrellas and things like that. By the way, I hate umbrellas.
We are not an umbrella family.
I don't own an umbrella.
No. I'm like, put your hood on and go.
I own an umbrella. The last umbrella I owned was in like 2000, and I took it when I studied abroad in Europe, and I left it there because I just was like, this is pointless. Like, I'm gonna get wet.
My kids always break it.
Even if you're holding an umbrella, you're still getting
it's
wet.
Like coming in sideways.
Well, and then kids are fighting over you,
Ugh.
so I bundle up and I get a little wet, which is
Yeah.
why my hair looks like this. But anyways, so despite having bad weather, we wanted to talk to you about having an open attitude and being flexible while you travel, so that if you wake up on whatever vacation you're at and it's completely wretched outside, you can think outside the box and still make it a great day. So this last week I've been talking a lot about London, which actually gets a lot of rain.
You could say.
So
Some might say.
I think we're planning on a lot of rain when we go, and you know, the kids are going to wear their wellies and they're going to be as prepared as possible. But if you do have an outdoor activity planned and it's raining, we want to talk to you about maybe kind of being open to taking them indoors. And a lot of the big locations, even like national parks and things like that, will have either like a museum or a visitor center or something.
Nature center, yeah.
Yes, that you can go into, learn a little more history because it's going to be contained and not like roaming in the wilderness. But be open to it, and I think if you approach it with a good attitude, the kids will have a good time.
Well, yeah, and you can learn just as much, have just as good of an experience. Maybe not what you were expecting, but just different.
Yeah, and get wet. It's not going to kill you.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, don't be afraid to just get wet.
Don't wear suede or leather and just get wet.
No problem. I don't own either.
I did in the 90s.
But my tip would be come prepared.
Yeah.
Because I was telling Kay when we went to Yellowstone this summer, we went the end of August. I'm like, it's gonna be hot, packed shorts and t-shirts, and it was a little brisk. It was a little chilly, and we had some rain. So I was not as prepared, and we now are the proud owners of Yellowstone blankets, knit hats, and sweatshirts and such.
And you still did it, right? You still
But it's
went
like,
and
we're
saw-
here. Just
Yeah.
let's get out and go and see stuff.
Yeah.
Or like the national park, we did the junior ranger program. So if it was just a little spell of rain, we just stayed in the RV and they could work in their little workbooks and do stuff like that. So there's always something to do.
Right. And I think the point is being together and like
Exactly.
making the most of it. And like I said, if you're having a good time and approaching it with a good attitude, your kids will have a good attitude.
Yeah.
But one thing we were talking about is sometimes rain is actually a really good thing. Like if you're coming to Disneyland or if you're going to these densely populated vacation spots that maybe people will shy away from if there's going to be bad weather. So I actually, when it's raining, I'm like, this is the perfect day to go to Disneyland because there's going to be way less people there. And a lot of times the lines are, I don't know, once you get into the ride, they're inside. But
Yeah, but if you're just, there's like no lines.
yeah,
When it's raining.
so then you walk right on.
So you throw on a poncho. It's easy to like pack up super tiny. You know, you can pack a whole bunch of ponchos for your family and just go for it. Do not buy the ponchos at Disneyland.
Go to REI before or Amazon
Or
and
Target
get the $2
oh my
poncho.
gosh, please. Like, don't buy the. Please, if you do anything for me,
Don't buy it full
don't buy
price
it at Disneyland.
Yellowstone or Disneyland.
No, don't.
Matt loves my husband loves a good poncho. Like, he'll come home and he'll be like, I bought some flashlights, some ponchos, and some Fruit Loops. I'm like, why?
Like ponchos,
We have ponchos. We haven't used them yet, but we've got them.
they're prepared.
Yeah.
They're prepared for anything.
What's the Scout motto? Always be prepared.
Something like that.
Okay. Your husband's in Scouts.
My husband's in Scouts.
I guess so is mine. So I should probably
Yes.
know just as
Yeah.
much as you.
What?
Oh, Stephanie.
Anyway, you made me lose my train of
Oh,
thought.
sorry.
How dare you? You know what? There's nothing worse than going to a tropical island only to have cold weather. But often, even when it rains on a tropical island, it's still warm.
It's just muggy.
And so it's like, I need to stop using like, go see tide pools, go to the cultural center, go to Hawaii National Park, Hawaii Volcano National Park. You know, do all those things that you normally wouldn't do because you want to work on your tan or see all the snorkel spots. We actually, when we night snorkeled with the manta rays, it was pouring rain. And you know what?
You didn't care.
We were in the water anyway, and there were less people, and it made for like great manta ray viewing. So it turned out fine.
So be flexible.
Yes.
Be prepared. Be flexible.
Don't be afraid to get wet.
And don't be afraid to get wet.
We did a hike in Oregon because Oregon equals rain,
Yeah.
and it was totally muddy. But we're just gonna charge it. We're just gonna do it.
We did the Deschutes River in the rain. It was freezing. We were there in October, I think, and
Oh
we
my
went
gosh, yeah, that's
down the Deschutes River in inner tubes
oh my word.
in just swimsuits, and it was totally like a thunderstorm. But you know what? The kids don't remember the thunderstorm. They remember like linking arms and going down the river. And in Bend, they've created like a man-made, like almost like a whitewater rafting section of the river that you can like, once you're through this whitewater rafting like section, you can go to the side, pick up your tube, and go back down again.
fun.
And then there's kids like surfing in the middle because there's like a, anyways, totally pouring rain, and there were a ton of people still out there. So
It's amazing what creates the memories, and it's
Yeah.
often not like the high price ticket items.
Right.
It's just the little circumstances that happen that you don't even plan on.
yeah, and once you get wet enough, you're numb, so you can't feel it anyways.
Lock it out. So we hope this encourages you if you're traveling. I mean, if worse comes to worse,
Get a hot chocolate.
buy a movie and order room service
Yeah.
for a day, because you probably paid a hefty penny for that hotel room anyway.
But the kids will love it.
And then have races up and down the halls.
Oh yeah, terrorize the hotel guests.
No, take them in the emergency stairwell. Well, you can't hear. No one can hear them in there.
No, but are they just running up and down the stairs? Or are you
Yes.
like sliding down on?
No, they're
pillows?
running up and down the stairs. I make my kids do stairs all the time.
Wow.
Hashtag
And then
boy
have
mom.
them take a nap.
Hashtag boy.
Yeah.
They have a lot of energy
So much energy.
to burn it.
And that's it.
Anyway, have a great week, and we will see you next week.
Stay dry.
Bye.